There's a thought that keeps showing up no matter how well your classes are going. Not academically, financially. It's that quiet feeling that another year is passing. You're getting older, and financially you're standing in exactly the same spot, still depending on your parents or a scholarship for every single thing. The problem was never that you didn't want to. It's that nobody ever showed you where to start. So today, I'm giving you 7 real side businesses any student can start this year with no experience, no money, just time, and a phone or a laptop. Business 1. Content creation. Starting cost basically zero. A phone and an internet connection. Right now, there's a quiet war happening between platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all fighting for the exact same thing: your attention. And the more attention they capture, the more advertising money they make. To do that, they need creators. And to attract creators, they use money. That's the opening. You can make short videos on literally any topic, even without showing your face, just voiceover, images, and music over footage, and platforms pay you based on views. There are 16-year-olds making thousands of dollars a month doing exactly this, sometimes running several channels in different niches at once. One about sports, one about tech, one about world news, one purely for entertainment. It's understanding attention. You need a strong hook in the first 2 seconds and a payoff at the end that makes people watch the whole thing. You don't need a course to learn this. Just watch short-form content actively. Every time something stops your scroll, ask yourself why and write it down. Before long, you'll have a whole library of patterns that work. Business 2. Video editing. Starting cost: a computer with internet. Free software works fine to begin. Video now makes up the majority of all internet traffic worldwide. Businesses, entrepreneurs, creators, they all need video, and most of them either don't know how to edit or don't have time to. That's where you come in. Editing is one of those skills you can genuinely learn in a matter of weeks, and the demand for it is enormous. Start by editing reels and short clips for small businesses or creators. Build a portfolio and scale up to bigger, better paying projects over time. That's not what clients are actually paying for. What they want is a video that hooks people, tells a story, and makes the viewer feel something. Master that, and you'll never run out of work. Business 3. Reselling. Starting cost: low, and it scales as you go. Every sale funds the next one. This is one of the most accessible ideas on this list. The concept is simple. Find undervalued items, buy them, sell them for more. It could be secondhand electronics, vintage clothing, sports gear, collectibles. You can buy locally, at a market, or through a resale app, and sell to anyone in the world through online platforms. If you know sneakers, tech, or gaming gear, that knowledge is worth money because you'll spot what's undervalued faster than anyone else. Look at what's sitting unused in your own room. Sell it. Learn how the platform works, build up a few good reviews, and reinvest that money to start scaling. Business 4. Connecting brands and creators. Starting cost: zero. Just time and patience to build relationships. This is the least understood business on this list, and probably the one quietly generating the most money right now. Creators want those deals, but often don't have the time or interest to chase them down. Your job is to connect the two sides, manage the deal, negotiate terms, and take a cut of whatever gets arranged. Uber doesn't own a single car. They're just the middlemen, and they became multi-billion-dollar companies doing it. You can do a smaller version of the exact same thing. You don't need existing connections to start. Follow creators, get to know their content, and start introducing small brands to small creators. One deal leads to another, and eventually you could be managing arrangements worth thousands of dollars. Business 5. Selling your knowledge. Starting cost: zero. Just knowledge and a laptop. What are you already better at than most people around you? It could be a language, math, fitness, nutrition, productivity, design, music, cooking. It doesn't matter how specific it is. If you know something someone else wants to learn, and you're willing to teach it in a personalized way, you already have a business. Online coaching has exploded because people are tired of generic courses. They want attention. They want someone telling them exactly what to do for their specific situation. The gap between selling a pre-recorded course and offering real coaching is massive, both in what you can charge and in the results your clients actually get. To start, offer your first sessions almost for free in exchange for testimonials. Once you have 3 or 4 happy clients, you already have enough credibility to start charging what you're worth. Business 6, writing for businesses. Starting cost, 0, just a computer and discipline. Words move money. Video scripts, social media posts, website copy, newsletters, product descriptions. Someone writes all of it, and that someone gets paid well when they know what they're doing. Copywriting, which is essentially writing to sell, is one of the most valuable skills in the digital world. A well-written website page can multiply a business's sales, and if you're the one who wrote it, you take a share of that value. To build this skill, you need one thing above everything else: the ability to focus. In a world full of notifications and distractions, someone who can sit down and write for hours without losing their train of thought is genuinely rare and genuinely valuable. Start by writing about topics you already know, publish it, build a small portfolio, and look for your first clients among local businesses or creators who need help with their content. Business 7, investing. Starting cost, as little as you want. Consistency matters more than the amount. This is the only item on this list that isn't a business in the traditional sense, but long-term, it might be the most important one of all, because if your money isn't working for you, you'll always be working for it. You don't need to analyze individual companies. You don't need to watch the market. An index fund automatically bundles together the biggest companies in the world, and if one stumbles, the others balance it out. Anyone, in almost any country, can start with small amounts through investing apps that get you set up in about 5 minutes. 7 businesses, all accessible, all real. Content creation, video editing, reselling, connecting brands with creators, coaching, copywriting, investing. You don't need to start all 7. You need to start one, the one that fits what you already know, what you already have, and what you already enjoy. Because the best business isn't the one that looks most profitable on paper. It's the one you'll actually stick with when things get hard. And they will. One more thing worth saying before you pick one. Don't fall into the trap of researching forever without ever starting. Research feels productive, but it isn't the same as doing. The person who picks an imperfect option today and starts learning from real feedback will almost always end up ahead of the person still perfecting their plan 6 months from now. In the first few months, nobody is going to pay you what you're worth. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to want to quit. But if you stay with it, if you keep learning from every setback, in 2 or 3 years, you'll look back and barely recognize how far you've come. Which of these fits you best? Let me know in the comments. If this helped you, follow along for more content like this. No judgment here, just learning together, one step at a time.